Happy New Year from Minky Couture. Cozy up this winter with the ultimate in comfort and style. Our original Minky blankets. Whether you're relaxing at home, enjoying a movie night, or simply staying warm on those chilly nights, Minky Couture has you covered, literally. Choose from our wide selection of luxurious designs, colors, and sizes. Perfect for everyone in the family. Celebrate the season in warmth and comfort. Visit minkycouture.com or stop by your nearest Minky Couture store today. Minky Couture, blanketing the world in warmth and love.
Over the past 75 years, more than 10,000 chemicals have entered our food supply, but the EU allows just 300 additives. At Thrive Market, we prioritize quality, banning over 1,000 ingredients found in conventional grocery stores. Our Healthy Swap scanner helps you find better versions of your pantry essentials without the junk, dyes, or fillers, and everything is delivered right to your doorstep. So shop at a grocery store that actually cares about your health at thrivemarket.com/getstarted for 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift.
This is The Wheel Weaves, a Wheel of Time podcast with no spoilers. Hey everyone, I'm your host Dani, and I'm the first-time reader going through this series chapter by chapter. As always, there's no spoilers past the chapter we're covering, and that means it's totally safe for first-time readers. I'm joined by my co-host Brett, who's a longtime fan, and he's guiding me on this journey. We'd like to thank and acknowledge our executive producers, Brandy and Erik Kirkwood, Sean McGuire, LightBlindedFool, Green Man, Deyvis Ferreira, Margaret, Big C, Bennett Williamson, Hannah Green, Noralia, Geof Searles, Erik Reed, Greysin Ishara, Ashlee Bradley, Laura Lewis, Helena Jacobsen, and Matthew Mendoza. And before we get into things today, we just want to thank and welcome Jason Wingate and Gicolo to the Wheel Weaves Patreon team. I'd also like to thank Mason Stevenson and Corsuvra for increasing their pledge at patreon.com/thewheelweavespodcast. And we also want to give a shout out to Sarah Creech, who is our newest producer level patron. So thank you so much to everybody for your support. We really, really, truly appreciate it. In this episode, we're talking about chapter 32 of Towers of Midnight.
Yeah, chapter 32 is A Storm of Light.
Ooh,
it's so good. You probably guessed. Like, it's Borderlanders.
It's Borderlanders.
It's so good. And it's Rand just being, it's just so good. It's so good. He did it. He did it, man. He
showed up and he
did it.
Why can't he just do that all the time?
He literally explains that. He literally explains that in the chat. He literally explains it in like 4 different ways why he can't do this all the time.
The problem is I just don't believe him, and I don't buy it. He needs to believe it himself that he can do this all the time.
It's not that he doesn't believe that he... Okay, you know what? We're not even there yet. No. We're not skipping. We're not skipping to the end of that.
Okay, well, that's... Okay, fine. We can talk about a battle. Gosh.
Right.
And this is fun because this is our first solo you and me episode of 2025.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
This is our first regular one. We pushed it off as long as we could.
Yeah.
It is late.
Well, I sustained another lower back injury over the, last week.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're going to talk about that.
You fell down some stairs?
I fell down, and there's video evidence captured on security camera.
People are going to want to see it.
I know. And I'm wondering if we could auction it off somehow. Make them pay for it. Because I don't want the public
to donate to charity.
I don't want people to see it. But I fall pretty hard.
Yeah, I slipped on some ice.
Outside.
Down a couple porch steps.
Yep.
Yeah.
It hurts. And my back is pretty sore.
Yeah.
So I got the icy hot patches on the back right now.
Sure.
So I'm ready for this.
Sponsored by Salon Paws.
Find it on Amazon.
Yeah.
It was discounted, but
they
wouldn't let me buy.
Ones.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me buy one pack. I had to buy so many packs, so many of them. Anyways, okay.
Sure, you did. You just love them.
They're pretty good. Okay, you know what? And we're not getting paid, so we're gonna stop talking about that.
Okay, fine.
Jeez, free sponsorship.
Not really. I said it's the knockoff version.
That's true. Okay. All right. So for the fun fact, I want to take a little bit of real-world inspiration because we get the thrilling conclusion of the Battle of Maradon. So Maradon, and in turn the Battle of Maradon, it takes its name from the ancient Greek Battle of Marathon. Marathon being the one, you probably know that because it's like
because you ran 26.2 miles.
Exactly, yeah, it's the whole story about that. But anyways, so the Battle of Marathon took place in 490 BCE. So it was during the first Persian invasion of Greece, because there were a few, and it was fought mainly between the Athenians, so Athens, and a Persian force under King Darius I. So this was around the time when Athens and Sparta were the 2 largest city-states in Greece. So I'm going to spoiler warning this because it's like 2,500 years old, so I'm going to tell you how the battle ended. The Greeks inflicted a crushing defeat on the Persians.
What?
Yeah,
I
even
never would've guessed.
though the Persians severely outnumbered the Greeks.
What?
And it made it a major turning point in the Greco-Persian Wars. So, there's a couple of similarities between the Chaldeans and the Shadowspawn and the Greeks and the Persians. We're just going to go with that if you really try to, shove it in there and make it work.
So, the Persians are...
Shadowspawn. And the Greeks are the Chaldeans. Like, basically.
Okay.
And the Eridomans, Ideralda and all that. So,
Okay, got it. I get it.
Yeah, so I'm going to summarize this, and I'm going to probably offend a lot of historians, but...
Oh, no. Why would you even start off
I'm going to paraphrase it this way. So the Persians were like, hey, we want to take over Greece. And the Greeks were like, no, don't do that.
We don't want you to do
Yeah.
that.
So Athens said, hey, Sparta, can you help? And then Sparta said, no, we're in the middle of a festival right now, so we can't. Yeah.
I get it, man.
Yeah.
I also enjoy festivals.
They were in the middle of it, and they're like, we can't help. So Athens chose to fight at Marathon in a strategic spot, and they did a lot of really good strategy stuff, like so good. The best strategy, and basically ended up routing the Persian army, and the Persian force broke and retreated to their ships, and a lot of them were killed, and that was the end of the first Persian invasion of Greece.
Cool.
So they did it. So it was a major victory for the Greeks because it showed them that the Persians could be beaten even with a way larger force. And it also showed the Greeks that they could do it without the help of the Spartans, who were considered a major military force in ancient Greece.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to paraphrase a couple of historians there. It was a defining moment for Athens, and it effectively marks the start of the golden age for Athens, because if the Athenians had lost in Marathon, Greece might have never gone to develop the peak of its civilization, a peak whose fruits we moderns have inherited. So yeah, it's kind of a big thing, because you can actually see how critical Maradon is for Randland too, because we actually get it in the chapter 2 where they're like, hey, if we don't stop them here, there's nobody that can stop them. It's just not going to happen. So, I mean, it's basically, scene for scene.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there you go.
Love that. That's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then when does Brad Pitt show up?
That was a different battle.
Okay.
That was Troy.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Battle of Troy. No, I do actually know that one. I was just waiting to see. Yeah. Okay.
This would be closer to like 300.
This is Sparta.
Yeah, exactly.
And then what about Gladiator?
Yeah, I mean, Gladiator's like basically
at any time
historically accurate, 100%.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I do.
And historians no need to chime in here.
Oh no.
We got it. We got this.
We're so good at history. Okay. We're basically a history podcast.
Basically, it's a fun combination.
We did just watch Kunk on Life.
We did.
And then we rewatched Kunk on Earth. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, chapter 32, A Storm of Light. The chapter symbol is our Trolloc skull.
Yeah.
Thinger.
Well, they're all being turned to skulls today. Whoa. Okay, you get it.
Yeah. So, we're in Rodol Ideralda's perspective, and we're right in the middle of the battle. Except, in my perspective, I feel like we've been battling and it doesn't even feel like the middle. We're like...
Yeah.
It's definitely towards the end.
Well, he doesn't know that. He thinks he's still in the middle of it.
No, he's so tired.
Okay, well, he's pretty sure.
Like,
yeah.
No,
okay.
He's pretty sure that they're about to basically die and
Yeah.
this is going to end.
Yeah.
And at least they tried really hard.
Okay, you know what? It's close enough to the middle. It's still the middle if it's a really short battle,
I
okay?
actually wouldn't say this is the middle.
Fine, nearing the end.
I argue with your notes here that you've given to me. No.
Well, because I also
end.
put it's Rodel Ideralda's, and it's like, I don't think you know his first name.
I could have figured that out myself.
Yeah, maybe.
You're spoiling all the secrets. Okay, so we're basically at the end of this battle.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. Ideralda's like, man, whatever happened to that force that was supposed to come? I guess they're never helping.
Right. So it didn't happen because we had the whole, hey, if we can hold off for a little while longer, there's the signal fire or whatever that says the reinforcements
They're coming.
Not coming.
Didn't come.
It sounds like they kind of scoped it out, but they found like an empty camp and like who friggin' knows what happened there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter because they're not there.
Yeah.
And now we're doing like internal city
hit and run tactics.
Yeah, hit and run. Like I don't know if you'd want to call it like guerrilla warfare. Like I don't know what the proper terminology is. But...
I would not call it that because I don't know the definition of that.
Yeah, I think it's sort of. I don't know. Anyways, hit and run tactics. That's what we're doing.
We are just nailing this.
This is off to a good start.
We are nailing this
2025. This is how you do it.
This is why we shouldn't podcast at 10 o'clock at night.
That's true.
I got sucked into the puzzle.
I know, you did.
I couldn't stop, but you'll be happy to know that I finished the sky.
Some of the sky.
No, I did. I finished it.
Okay.
No, I finished the sky.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Jeez.
Yeah, and I did. That's why it took so long coming in here.
Okay. Okay, so a couple of specifics about the battle. So at the beginning, we know that they were holed up in the middle, like in the palace area, but they very quickly had to abandon that because it got swamped by Trollocs. And now Ituralda's strategy is accepting the fact that the city is lost, and we're basically going to destroy the city while killing as many Trollocs as we can. So at the beginning, we were worried.
Take as many down as we can.
Yeah, it's like when you're trying to preserve the city, you're worried about like breaking infrastructure.
No, but now
not anymore.
And we're using that against the Trollocs and the Shadow Spawn because they are assuming that they want to preserve the city.
Yeah. Yeah. So now that we've come to terms with the fact that it's gone, we're done for here.
Something about can't kill rats if they know how to hide.
Exactly. Anyone who's tried to kill him know that, they keep popping up everywhere, all over the place.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. And they're doing a really good job here. We're setting ambushes. We're setting traps. We're ambushing people like the Trollocs in the street.
We're trapping people.
Trapping them. It's great. And
ambushing, trapping.
Yeah. But like you
so
said, we're getting really, really, really tired. Very quickly.
Oh my gosh, so tired.
So tired.
And we know from last time that Ituralda was very tired, and then he got the healing weave that wasn't actually healing.
Yeah, where it's like, hey, I can provide you some temporary
pretend healing.
Yeah, it was an adrenaline shot to the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's wearing off.
It's done. It's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's not even thinking clearly.
Yeah.
Which we get in a little bit.
We do. Okay, so we ambush one group of Trollocs, we finish killing them, so that's good. And then Ituralda's waving for them to...
I do have to say...
Yeah.
I will say I enjoyed the tactics piece of it.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
I did like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's very thoroughly explained.
Right.
Exactly how. And this is the type of thing I would like to see. Like, I'm very visual.
Yeah.
And so seeing the tactics play out would be really cool. But I like that we got the explanation as to why this is working.
Yeah.
And so I liked that.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, so now we get repositioned in a new area because we got to do another ambush because the fighting ain't going to stop. And the cool part is that they hear a group of what they think are Trollocs coming. And in this shot, we get to see Ituralda holding up like 6 fingers to his guys to say, hey, we're doing plan number 6. I just love the fact that he's got so many different game plans.
Well, he's basically the catcher in baseball.
You're going to make a sports metaphor? Neither of us watch baseball.
I have watched
We just watched Moneyball. That doesn't count as watching baseball.
I know that they got signals. Tap your leg.
There's no snap. I'm pretty sure there's no snapping or smacking. Well, maybe.
Yeah, they tap and they
hold fingers and stuff.
Hold fingers and stuff.
Yeah.
To be like fastball.
That's the plan.
Low.
So you got fastball and then low. Those are the two throws.
I don't know what they represent.
Name one other throw. One other baseball throw.
Curveball.
Boom.
Boom. I know what I'm talking about.
I don't know any baseball. It's like I can't even fact check you on this.
Signals.
Right. Yeah. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. And I think there's like signals and stuff in football too.
Don't they yell like blue 42?
Oh yeah.
Like that kind of stuff.
They got crazy calls.
You've been in the documentaries of all those football ones. Okay, back to it. Focus. All right, so we're calling out a game plan.
Yep.
But we know he's getting really tired now because once the sound of the footfalls approaches, they realize, whoa, these are actually falling way too uniformed and in unison. Yeah. Trollocs don't do that.
Well, you forgot to tell us what plan number 6 is.
Oh, just fucking jump out and kill them all.
No, it's wait and listen.
Wait and listen, and then if they're going to find us, then just like jump out and try and kill them.
No, I thought this was just like hang tight.
No, we're literally, we're going to wait and hang tight, but if they're going to come search the buildings, then just try to take them by surprise and jump out and kill them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's not a very good plan.
Turns out it's like marching in unison.
Yeah.
And Trollocs don't march like that.
They don't do that. Yeah.
And so he's like, idiot.
Should have known.
I'm so stupid and tired. I don't even know what's going on.
But it's the good guys.
So we look.
It's human soldiers. So like those have to be good guys. There's
no shiny, silver, very clean.
Yeah, that is noted.
Breastplates.
Yeah, it's noted.
These guys
they're too clean.
Are not tired.
No, they're new. They're fresh troops.
They are super fresh.
Yeah, and there's hundreds of them at this point, so they all pile out, like all of it or all those guys, they pile out into the street, and it's the Saldaean soldiers. They're here.
Well, the army says, "Where is the man, Ituralde?" And Ituralde's like, "It's me." I just imagine him just beaten up and just so
he's
little
pretty
old
dirty
man.
too.
And he's like, "It's me, I'm that guy."
He's the little wolf.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's old and tired now.
He was always old and probably tired.
Yeah.
Now he's dirty and bloody.
Okay, fair. Injured, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the officers says, "Pass the word to Lord Bashir. We found him." And then that's how we figure out who these people are.
Yeah.
And then that's when Ituralde laughs and goes, "What? Now? The dragon sends help now?" And then we find out it's been like weeks or something like that.
Okay, it was weeks since the very start. It's been like hours since the hole was blown in the wall.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
It has not been very long. It's been weeks since the start of the campaign because remember he started up holding the pass, then they got pushed back, then he got pushed back and back and back.
Back and back and back.
Yeah, then they're in the city and they held it, and then then the hole got blown in the wall, and then it's been like not very long at all.
Yeah. Okay. But now we're going to get a time shift.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Because we're going to start making some makeshift hospitals, some like sick tents. We're going to get some healing going.
Well, it's kind of interesting because we get this whole scene with Ituralde at the beginning of this chapter where he is, I said in the middle, you say near the end, which makes sense. Like, yeah, he's near dead and all of his guys. He started with 200 soldiers. He's down to 50. Like, he knows he's going to die in this city. And then he gets functionally rescued by Bashir's guys here and then taken to the city where they tell him, like, we retook the city.
Yeah.
We've cleared it out. They came in with Ashman and Aes Sedai, and, like, we did it.
Yeah.
We're good. City's basically clear and safe.
Excellent.
Like, not exactly, but, like, we're there.
For now.
We're there.
They pushed him back.
Yeah.
On to the other side of the river.
Yeah, pushed him back. Like, we did it, guys. So that's kind of cool and a little bit jarring, probably, for Ituralde, who's like, I've been busting my butt.
But
and we actually did note,
better late than never.
Before we move on to this next scene, he did note that the Ashaman took off as he had ordered. So if you recall in the last episode.
Right, yes.
Yeah, so they were talking about giving orders to
send the Ashman away
because
we
they're
don't
not
want
supposed to
them
die
to all
here.
die.
They're not supposed to die here.
That's right.
So they did leave, but now, we got fresh troops, fresh
new
Ashaman,
ones.
Fresh Aes Sedai.
Okay.
We're all good.
Can you just give me a quick recap on where was Bashir and Rand?
Yeah, they were. So he just got back. They were in Tyr, I think it was.
Okay.
Because he's basically getting ready for the last battle.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the last time we saw them, and that's where he goes back to. That's where Min is.
Yes.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know that the timeline is flippy floppy. So,
yeah. It's a little bit wishy-washy, but he did the dragon mouth thing. He came down, made some peace with people,
Okay.
and then he's like, I gotta help some people. There's some people who need me here. So.
Okay.
This is one of them.
Right. Now, is this the army that the King of Tyr was?
No, this is like Bashir's Saldaean forces.
Okay.
From what it seems
because
like.
is it Darlin?
Yeah.
So Darlin was like collecting a huge army and was like, are we going to Eridoman?
Yeah.
Because that's where he thought they were going. So this isn't that army.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a wishy-washy answer at best.
Okay.
Because it's not totally clear exactly what army, which soldiers are being used here.
Okay.
The officers were Saldaean that approached here, but Ituralde is told that it's like Rand's force that's led by Bashir. So like it might be, but it's not exactly clear on even how many soldiers we used to clear out Maradon. Like we don't actually know.
Yeah, because we know that Ashman and Aes Sedai
came in through like was it just the Saldaeans that Bashir had originally? Is it some of Darlin's guys? Like how many guys are we actually using here?
Okay, we don't know for sure.
Don't know for sure. So wishy-washy at best right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a non-answer.
That's okay. I'll accept it.
Yeah.
So now we're actually going to get a little bit of a rundown on how things are going because we have Ituralde talking with Bashir.
Yeah, we got to get caught up to speed here. And first off, we got to figure out what happened to Yoli. So Yoli was the guy who basically saved Ituralde because Torquemund told Ituralde that they're not allowed inside the city walls.
Right. And what I forgot until this moment was Bashir is from here.
Yeah.
This is his literal home.
Yeah.
And he knows all these people.
He's the general.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
He's like, wait,
he's a great captain.
sucks and Yoli's cool?
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, yeah, so it is kind of interesting because Bashir does have to get caught up to speed on that. And he's like, hey, Queen's not going to be very happy about that because she's always kind of liked Torquemund.
Ooh, which is a big deal that we have to talk about in a minute.
Okay.
No, like in like several...
In several minutes.
Several minutes.
Okay. So
we're going to need to talk about
for sure.
that.
First off, I'm going to spoil what happens to Yoli. He died. Which, I mean, he was gonna kill himself anyways.
Yeah, he was like, I need to be executed.
I need to be executed because I turned treasonous and
maybe he could have been pardoned.
Yeah,
what's it?
He overthrew. It was a coup.
He basically, but like to save, and because it turned out well.
Yeah, and that he was right.
I'm sure he's gonna be pardoned.
Well, he's dead now. So
I'm sure he would have been
post-mortemly pardoned.
Okay,
that's fine. Okay, anyways, so he died. Bunch of defenders were around his body. He died bravely. It was great for the whole epicness of defending a city. So good for him.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a little bit of back and forth about him being in charge instead of Torquemund because Bashir never really liked him. But Queen Zenobia
sure liked that guy.
Yeah, and she's not going to like how he's been treated. And Bashir says,
so weird.
Normally
he has better judgment.
So what do you make of that?
Well, we'll talk about it in a few minutes.
Okay.
And when I say a few, probably 20.
Maybe.
Probably in 20 minutes we'll talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, and then we get the rundown on how it happened. So, yeah, we used gateways. Yeah, we cleared everything out. But, unfortunately, Bashir has come to the same conclusion that Iturralde has. Maradon's lost, and the Shadow Spawn have retreated now, yes.
But they're coming back.
They're coming back, and there's a giant hole in the wall, and, we can't do anything about that right now. So, it's unfortunate, but we gotta flee. We gotta leave.
Okay. How are they going to stop all the Trollocs from swarming into the rest of Randland at this point?
Yeah, I mean, you can't defend the city, though.
At this point, they're like, okay.
Yeah. We need to regroup, and at least we have some survivors. Iturralde's a little bit salty about it because he lost so many people defending it, and now we're just going to bail now.
Yes.
That does suck. But also, we can stay here and die, or we can retreat to fight somewhere else.
War with the Shadow.
I guess so. But Bashir does compliment him, too, for doing such a great job, considering everything that's went down.
Right, which sounds like Bashir's compliments aren't always freely given.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a big deal.
Right, a great captain.
Right.
Okay. Said, hey, you're a great captain.
Sure.
Ah.
So they basically decide, we're going to leave, we're going to use gateways, and then Bashir starts giving orders to make it look like they're planning an attack, to buy some time.
Yeah, because you can't just 100% retreat. You gotta trick them.
Okay. But then they get interrupted by a soldier who's looking out the window and is like, oh my God!
No, you gotta say it.
Looky over there!
No, you gotta say it. It's so dramatic.
Look what's happening!
By the light and my hope of rebirth. Hope for rebirth. Oh, I ruined
you did it wrong!
Oh, no. Okay.
By the light and my hope for rebirth.
And you don't hear that just every day.
Oh my gosh.
I
actually hear that never.
Never any days, ever.
Except for when we're podcasting.
And usually it's by my salvation and rebirth.
Usually, okay.
Oh, okay. So this guy.
All right. So turns out we have a huge force of Trollocs.
Yeah, we're not waiting for nighttime.
No, they are being attacked right now. It looks like this force goes on forever.
Oh, yeah. It's not good.
It is not good.
They're coming.
A trillion million.
There's a billion of them. Trillion million.
Trillion million of these guys.
Yeah.
These Trollocs coming at us. Bad situation.
So the interesting thing here, I just want to do a comparison. It's very comparable to the force that we got to see at the beginning of Via the World.
Yeah.
In Tarwin's Gap,
yep.
where Rand destroyed that one with the power from the eye, and that force also would have swept through Randland. They were definitely not ready at that point in the series for any sort of Trolloc invasion.
No.
Shadow Spawn attack.
Although one would argue they're still not ready.
I would argue that they're not ready at all either.
Yeah.
But luckily,
at least they're sort of.
At least
murmuring.
We're a little bit closer.
Some people are like, I guess maybe the last battle's coming.
Yeah. And I mean, Elaine's got that one cannon, so that's good. We just got to get a billion more of those guys, and we're good to go. How long does it take to run from there to down there?
Well, we got gateways, so.
No, for the Trollocs. Because we have time.
The Trollocs
have to run.
The Trollocs have to run.
They got to run all that way, probably. So
we should gateway the cannons to where the Trollocs are.
Perfect.
Don't wait for them to get to Camelin.
But you want a wall, though, don't you?
Yeah. Elaine does.
Yeah. Walls are good.
Yeah.
But also, apparently,
They
not
just
very
blast holes
effective.
in them.
They just got to get blown up.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what we got.
All right. Okay.
Bashir's like, we gotta go.
We gotta go now. No time for the whole
And
exit
Emeralda's like,
strategy.
if that forest gets past Maradon, then no one's stopping them ever.
Yeah. Please
Tell me
please.
that the dragon has made peace with the Shanchan, because then the Shanchan can come and blast them.
Right? They might be a force that could actually fight the Shadow Spawn. Which technically, as much as you're not gonna like him.
Yeah, and then enter from stage right.
Right.
Enter from backstage.
From right behind your shoulder.
From over here. It's Rand.
Yeah.
And he's like, nope, didn't do that.
That went badly.
Nope, didn't do that either.
Right. Now, I like this too, because like Rand's just there. He's standing there.
Yeah.
Emeralda gets a look.
Emeralda is like, man, that guy has changed. I can tell.
Significantly. Okay, so
This
Rand,
feels too dramatic for me.
I mean, he's so...
It's so dramatic. I can tell by his eyes.
But you can't do... Okay, anyways,
Yeah.
he's so wise.
It's
So Rand still has...
dramatic.
It's... Come on, okay?
It's so bad.
He's got this self-confidence and attitude that expects obedience, but he doesn't look like he's all suspicious of everybody.
I get it.
And he's not cold and emotionless anymore.
Yeah, we know.
He's feelings again. This is good.
Is this just in case we don't know where Rand is in his journey?
Maybe, actually.
It's like a little
This
bit
is
of a
like,
recap for the reader.
He's not the crazy, angry...
He's not angry.
He's like
still
the good...
crazy.
Yeah. Well,
He's still crazy.
Okay, but he's not, okay?
'Kay.
Just, can you...
Okay. Anyway, Bashir is like, listen, everyone, we're leaving.
Yeah.
Maradon is lost.
Well, because Rand's like complimenting it, or he's like, "You did such a good job," and they're just
It's
like
so
talking, but she's like,
flu-flu.
"Guys, we gotta go."
Foo-foo? Yeah, I don't know, but it's too much. So then Bashir's like, let's leave. And then Rand says, no, the Shadow will not have this city. Not after what they did to hold it. I will not allow it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why you didn't get cast as Rand. It doesn't make any sense.
Honestly.
The delivery on the lines, it's powerful.
Yeah, I almost missed the last one.
It's good.
Okay, so Rand tells Bashir, pull the soldiers back. And he just opens a gateway and just saunters through.
Yeah, and the two maidens that are with
the
him
maidens-
like leap after him.
Yeah, they
I
gotta
love
do
it too.
Yeah.
And she was like, you said he wasn't going to do this anymore.
No, he will.
Yeah. But I love it because then they like Emeralda and Bashir rush to the window and then look out and you can see Rand just like tromping across the field.
Just literally
It's so
walking.
good. I
He's
love it.
just
I do.
walking up.
I do love it. I love it very much. Like I love Rand being super OP. Like
What does
just
that mean?
super like overpowered. He's just
okay.
you know.
I haven't heard that before.
Oh, okay. Ever?
No, never.
Oh yeah, okay. When something's like OP in a game, it's
No, I don't play games.
yeah. Just do puzzles, man. Just do puzzles. Okay, so Rand's OP right now. He's just gonna go and blast them. He just starts blasting everybody. It's great. Anyways, I jumped ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Not really.
You got too excited.
Not really, because Rand trumps through the field and then raises a hand, and then two maidens crouch down beside him, and then he starts blasting, and it's everything. So we got like waves of fire, like that are way bigger than the ones that Emeralda's seen the Ashaman doing.
Right.
Way bigger.
Which
They're
makes
rolling.
sense. He's
Yeah.
Rand.
We got ice shards exploding to kill the Drakkar that are diving in on Rand, because all the Shadow Spawn are like, oh man, there's only 3 people in the field here, so they're all excited because they want to get those 3 people.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
anyways, ice shards and exploding in Drakkar, and then we got death gates rolling across
Which
the land.
is great, except for last time we had Death Gates, we had some queries about where those gateways are opening to.
Heckin' doesn't matter, guys. It's just
I
like
feel
anywhere,
like-
middle anywhere.
There's a trillion million
Yeah,
Trollocs.
falling from the sky all over the
Where
place.
are we opening?
Doesn't matter.
Death Gates to?
How about the Caroline Grass? There's like nobody there. Not even a single city that I can see.
Like
it
let
doesn't
them
matter.
rain down back in the blight or something? Like send
Sure.
a message?
That's a good idea. Anyways, not important right now.
It kind of is important to me. That's
get
where
the
my
chapter-
mind went. I was like,
we get the chapter title. It's a storm of light.
oh yeah, because he's Rand.
Yeah.
And he's all light now.
And then we got clouds whipping around, and tornadoes start sucking up the Trollocs and tossing them around and throwing them on other
It's a
Trollocs.
Trolloc-nado.
Yeah. There's water funnels too.
Trolloc hurricane.
Well, yeah, no, like the Sharknado.
Well, Sharknado had to be water because it's the sharks.
Right.
The sharks can't live if they're not in water.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
Good
it had
point,
to
good
be
point.
water funnels
Anyways.
for the Sharknado.
Yeah, so Trollocs are flying around, all spinning out of control and stuff.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
I love it. Like,
I know.
It's,
I know you love
it's
it.
like 2 pages of just like everyone watching Rand do awesome, amazing things. I love it. Okay, then we get a small little break. There's a scream from inside the building.
Can't believe it.
Wow, no time for that now. But then the Trollocs basically break. They start to
I
turn.
had a feeling.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I bet there's something about that
Yeah,
that we're going to have to go
okay.
back to.
Yeah, we will. We'll have to go back to it. And then finally it's over. And Iderald judges from the sun that it might have been like an hour that Rand was doing this. But he just decimated.
It feels like minutes.
Oh, man. Okay.
It feels like we're just watching a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that
Super
went by
good.
so fast.
Okay. But seriously, it was great.
Yeah, except it's a lot of power, and Rand's feeling tired.
Okay, I know you're being... okay, you know what? No, he explains why he can't always do this. We're almost there.
Okay, fine. So we get this entire scene of Rand just kicking Shadow Spawn butt, kills and wipes out all of them.
Yeah,
right?
I mean...
But then...
Not functionally all. Like, they're gone. He did it.
They take off.
Yeah, they're gone.
They are not coming back.
Not today.
Not today, anyway.
Right. Okay.
And so then he just turns around and walks away, and the maidens follow after him.
Yeah. So now we got to go investigate that scream.
Oh, yeah, because we're back in the building.
We never left. We watched all that from Iderald and Bashir watching from the window.
We're still in Iderald's perspective.
We're still in his perspective.
I get it. I remember now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be like, hey, what was that?
That was a crazy scream from inside the building.
Super weird. So we get to Lord King Tut's door.
Torquemund, that's the guy.
That's the guy.
Yep.
And inside we find him huddled in a corner. And I thought, okay, do you want to know what I thought?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so we get to his door and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to open the door and his like tongue's going to be nailed to the, like every time there's a dark friend who's like done something bad, they like get kind of tortured.
Yeah.
And so we get this thing, we get a whole scene. I'm wondering if I should read it because it's very descriptive and I need you to know what I thought when I read it.
Sure. Yeah. No, do it. Okay.
Okay, give me the book. Okay, so they get to the door, Bashir unlocks it, and they go inside. It seemed empty. Ideralda felt a spike of fear. Had the man escaped? He pulled out his sword. No, a figure was huddled in the corner beside the bed, fine clothing wrinkled, doublet stained with blood. Ideralda lowered his sword. Lord Tuckerman's eyes were gone. He appeared to have put them out with a writing quill. The bloodied implement lay on the ground beside him. The window was broken. Bashir glanced out. Lady Torquemund is down there. She jumped, Torquemund whispered. And so I thought for sure Torquemund was dead.
Oh.
Because they're like, a figure is just sort of like slumped on the side over there with his eyes gone.
Yeah.
There's no way. I was like, oh my God, he's alive? Like he's ripped his own eyes out.
Right. He's poked him out, basically.
He gouged his own eyes out.
Yeah.
With a writing quill.
Yeah.
And he's just alive here.
Well, that doesn't kill you immediately.
Anyway, I for sure thought this guy was dead. Okay. And I thought that the like dark friend people had killed him for being dark friendy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Lady Torquemund straight killed herself.
Right. Yes. Through the window. And then Torquemund thought that this was a better option.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I don't know if I would take this option. I would do the window, probably.
Well, he's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, Torquemund is still clawing at his eye sockets, fingers covered with blood. He sounded dazed. That light, that terrible light. I cannot watch it. I cannot. Great Lord, where is your protection? Where are your armies to rend? Your swords to strike? The light eats at my mind like rats feasting on a corpse. It burns my thoughts. It killed me. That light killed me. And Bashir's like, man, that guy's crazy.
It sounds crazy.
He's gone mad.
But also, more importantly, he's a dark friend.
Super dark friend.
Super dark friend. Man, and it makes so much sense now.
Oh,
like,
duh.
It was a little bit suspicious at the beginning.
It was suspicious.
But yeah, it's 100% not just because he's incompetent, it's because he's literally a dark friend.
Right.
Which opens up a very interesting line of question of that, you don't have to make everybody a dark friend, but just put the people in command of the city a dark friend, and then boom, that you can like really wreak some havoc here.
Or maybe the country.
What
put the people
saying?
Who are in charge of the country.
Oh, like they literally did it with like Ravine and stuff. Like
No. No, you're trying to be
No.
funny. You're
What are you
trying
gonna
to be
say?
coy.
Say it.
You didn't. He didn't do a good job of hiding.
Be
your face.
direct.
You didn't do a good
Be
job.
direct and say what you think.
Queen Tenobia.
You think Queen Zenobia is
Queen
what?
of the Dark Friends.
That's not a thing.
Well, it is now.
Okay, no, go on.
Except she's probably not Queen of the Dark Friends. But she probably...
Okay. So you're
Definitely.
are you legitimately suspicious of
Yes.
Zenobia now?
100%.
Okay.
Like, without...
Is that with the whole, like, oh, she used to have such good judgment, yada yada?
No. I don't know if
Was
she
she
ever had
always
good
a dark
judgment.
friend? Like, has she been a dark friend for a long time? Like, what's happening here?
It's kind of hard to say at this point.
It's gonna put a damper on Fail's
Who
relationship.
cares? That's not even a good relationship anyway. It might put a damper on her relationship with Bashir, though. So
That's true.
now
Bashir's not a dark friend, right? Like, we're good with Bashir?
we're good with Bashir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
Oh, yeah. But the fact that
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like...
Oh,
the
yeah.
fact that he's like, oh, Queen Tenobia always liked that guy.
Yeah.
And always, like, gave him super special treatment.
Yeah.
It's like, ah! And you know what? It's almost exactly 20 minutes later.
Yeah. We're talking about
I
it.
told
Yeah,
you we were
perfect.
talking about it in 20 minutes.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that's that.
Okay.
And it makes all of the sense. We're bringing that's where the Shadow Spawn was going to attack from.
Sure. Like all the Borderlanders.
All the Borderlanders left Saldea.
Okay. Well, you know who Rand is having a meeting with, like, next?
Tenobia
Well,
and
the Borderlanders.
Borderlanders.
Yeah, he literally set up that meeting at the end of, like, 2 chapters ago or
Yeah,
whatever.
he says he's... Well, and I think in
Yeah.
this chapter, too, we get a reiteration that he's going to go.
He's going to go do that meeting
Mhm.
because we need the Borderlander armies and the Borderlanders.
Yep.
There's so many soldiers that we could really use
Yeah,
here.
but I mean, like, if Demandred is gathering his armies... Yep.
Okay, you're implying things here. Are you saying, like, Tenobia's Demandred?
No.
Like, what are you saying?
No.
I need to be more specific.
I've already decided that I don't think Demandred is undercover.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just influencing.
Influencing.
Sure. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
But he's not doing a Ravine Gabriel situation where he's literally the dude. So Demandred.
He might be.
Oh, now you're flip-flopping. Okay,
no,
what are we doing here?
Because that's actually a good point. Like, if he's, like, advisor too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to go back. What prologue was that?
Let's just start from the script. Let's start from the beginning. Let's just start from the beginning, start over.
Okay, the other thing I wanted to ask you about,
Yeah.
when Rand comes down from Dragonmount
Yeah.
and he's all shiny,
Uh-huh. Okay, why did you say shiny?
because he stands in front of, like, there's a line of people and some of them can't look at him.
Yeah.
Those are the Dark Friends, right?
Uh-huh.
The Dark Friends can't look at him.
Weiramon.
Weiramon.
Was a dark friend.
And he couldn't look at Rand?
Well,
I
he couldn't
just
make
have-
eye contact.
I
It wasn't
just-
like he was too shiny to look at necessarily.
It's like, you blinded me.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe
the
there was a
light
little bit of
is
that.
making me crazy.
Maybe it was a little bit of that. Rand is
Because Rand is super light now.
I mean,
Super shiny.
he's the champion of the light.
Yes.
So,
So he's so shiny
you know
that
what?
people
Let's
who are
just
so evil can't even look at him without going nuts.
right. No, at this point, I'm just gonna agree with you. Yeah.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
yeah.
That's what Torquemon said.
Yeah. You're not wrong. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's like,
But I'm just
You're not
wondering
exactly-
who else
yeah.
couldn't look at him
Yeah.
in the last little while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to be on the lookout for when he has his Borderlander meeting?
who's not looking at him?
Who can't look at him?
Who can't look at him? That's actually a good idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You said it that like it's not a good idea, but
No.
I actually think it is
I think
a
you
good
came
idea.
up with a good idea.
You
I think
said it like you didn't know it was a joke.
knew it was a joke. Okay. I just didn't get it at first. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, Torquemon's a dark friend. He was in charge of the
He's
city.
just rambling and rambling. That
Yeah.
guy's gone crazy.
We will deal with that at some point, and then
Well, they'll probably
perspective
deal with
ends.
it now, but the perspective is going to end, so we don't watch them deal with it.
Yeah, like the execution of this dude. So, like, cool.
Yeah.
Assuming that's the route. You would have to assume, right?
You'd have to.
Yeah.
Yep.
And keep him alive with no... Maybe get some information out of him.
Oh, there's no information here. Like, we got the information we're going to get, I think.
Trolloc attack. They're going to attack.
And
Oh, right.
guess who helped it happen?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay, it's this guy.
Yeah.
Who's like, great
They
lord,
did the plan.
why haven't you saved me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of hope left in that Dark Lord, though. We get a lot of Dark Friends being very disappointed in the Great Lord.
Oh, yeah, when they find out that those promises were a little bit empty.
And completely...
Tricked me again.
It's almost like he's the father of lies or something.
Oh, yeah, right.
Shoot.
Should have seen that coming.
Or is that just Baal-Zaman?
No, that's like the name for the Dark One,
too?
but Baal-Zaman,
Likes to pretend that he's...
Ishamael, he was a little bit,
Full of himself?
bonkers. Yeah, and full of himself. And he's like, I am the Dark One.
And it's like, no.
You're not, but,
Rand certainly thought that.
he
for a
was
while.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a perspective change.
Yes. To Min.
Yeah, should we?
Yes, we should.
Super fast, we'll be back.
Take a quick break.
Okay.
Happy New Year from Minky Couture. Cozy up this winter with the ultimate in comfort and style. Our original Minky blankets. Whether you're relaxing at home, enjoying a movie night, or simply staying warm on those chilly nights, Minky Couture has you covered. Literally. Choose from our wide selection of luxurious designs, colors, and sizes. Perfect for everyone in the family. Celebrate the season in warmth and comfort. Visit minkycouture.com or stop by your nearest Minky Couture store today. Minky Couture, blanketing the world in warmth and love.
Okay, so we're back. We're going to perspective change. We are with Min in Tyr, and she's philosophizing.
Right.
Reading philosophy books.
So much. She's doing a good job, I think.
I think she's doing a great job.
Trying not to think about Rand because there's a lot of emotions going on right now.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's not crazy emotions. It's anger. She feels anger, but it's not like cuckoo
but it's not
bananas.
like, ooh, crazy anger. It's just like kind of like regular people get angry.
Which
sometimes.
is like a regular thing to be upset about is the city being destroyed by evil monsters.
Right.
I, too, might be...
angry.
Yes.
Okay. So she can feel Rand suddenly come close, and she runs over to where the gateways are, and...
yeah, Rand comes stumbling through with the Mins, and we're here.
He's very tired.
Yes. Okay. I like the Mins because they're like, he's like a kid who just ran an extra lap around the camp just to prove that he can.
And it's like, no,
It's
man.
the same thing. He overexerted himself to show off. But...
I don't really think that's what this was.
no, but they're Aiel.
Okay.
It's a funny joke.
Oh, good joke.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's a great joke. Yeah, but he did gain much G today.
Yeah. Okay.
Much honor, which makes sense. Like, okay,
Heck
that's what the Aiel like. There's a lot of honor in single-handedly destroying, like, I don't know, tens upon tens of thousands of Shadowspawn.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, man, that was cool.
Now, Bashir and Ituralde come through the gateway after him, and Min asks Rand what happened, and then Rand goes on a bit of a monologue about, like, seeing the Dark One was trying to destroy everything, and he's not going to let that happen, and so he's like, the Dark One wants to break my spirit, but I'm not going to let that happen.
Yeah, it's a lot about his feelings. So he's still coming out of the whole death and despair part.
I got angry, and I'm not supposed to get angry anymore.
Well, he's remembering why he has to fight.
Dude, listen, you're missing the point of the therapy session.
Yeah.
It's not to never feel feelings again.
Well, he gets there.
Okay.
He gets there, but that's part of it. He's got to talk himself through this. Is that he's saying to himself, it's not that I can't never get angry. I have the right to my feelings. It's good that it's in check now. Like, that is good, though.
To an extent.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He only has to last a little while longer.
I know. Except Min's like, I'm never letting you die.
Okay, so we do get that. You're not going to die. Yes, I am. No, you're not. I'll find a way. It's fine. Okay. So this is the part where Rand explains why he can't be the one to be always doing this. So his actions today may have been a mistake because it came too close to a confrontation between him and the Dark One. That has to happen at Shale Ghul at the right time.
Right.
Okay, so it's not his job to fight the battles like this. And
although, like, kind of this was...
It's not.
Well,
his
I
job.
think it was good that he did this.
I agree, but keep in mind, prophecy. He's not prophesized to fight all the legions of Trollocs. He's prophesized to fight the Dark One.
Yeah, but you think that there's a prophecy about every single battle that happens?
Prophecies never lie. They're always right, and there's one for everything.
And they're always perfectly interpreted.
They're perfectly interpreted. No one's ever made a mistake so far.
Never.
Okay, so he also brings up that what he did here, although cool, it brought him to the point of exhaustion, where if he was going to get ambushed by Forsaken at this point, he doesn't have
exhausted.
Enough, he's exhausted. He doesn't have power to fight them off.
He'd
that in itself is a bad thing.
Okay, fine.
So we can't be doing that. Plus, he also can't always be at every battle to swoop in and save the day. And if you do that, people will expect that. And That's not good. So he's literally telling them, like, the
They're
battles...
going to become too reliant on him.
Yeah, well, the battles are their job. They have to be the soldiers, the generals. They have to fight those battles.
I know, but like this one in particular,
yeah,
where the only way is for Rand to be superpower man.
Yeah, I mean...
Otherwise, the Trollocs are invading the world.
Yeah, no, I get it. And that's the point.
I don't think there was anything wrong with this.
But that's why he did it. But what he's saying is I have to be careful and not keep doing that. Because at one point, that will be the slip-up that gets him killed.
Maybe.
We can't do that. We got to be careful.
Ugh, now he chooses to be all logical and rational?
Rand's more big picture. The generals are day-to-day.
Okay, fine.
All right.
And I mean, I feel like they did the day-to-day stuff, but then the entire building lit on fire.
Right.
And we had to move big picture.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Right, okay. Anyways, we have some philosophy lessons with Min.
Okay.
We got to do
Philosophy 101.
Yeah.
I love it.
Because Rand needs rest, but also Catswin is here and she's got a secret guest.
Ooh, right. Yes.
So we're going to do a walk and
I
talk.
actually forgot that this happened.
Yeah, well, this is pretty big too.
Yeah,
so
it's huge.
Rand says, hey, Ituralda, you should come with us. And then on the walk and talk, we're going to get some philosophizing with Min.
Okay. And Ituralda's like, what? I'm pretty tired. And he's like, you should
Yeah,
come.
you should
I
come
got
along,
a gift
man.
for you.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
talk about Min's lessons. So first off, we have a couple of phrases that we're going to say. So they're on the record. And then I can be like, hey, Dani, don't you remember when we talked about this?
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so one of the things that she talks about is light is held before the maw of the infinite void, and all that he is can be seized.
Okay, do you know what a maw is?
Yeah, it's a mouth.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you don't, like,
Yeah.
you're like, the hell is that?
Totally.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I get that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know lots of words.
Yeah.
Okay, but that one, yeah. Now, Min asks, hey, have you ever wondered why Kalendor is often called a fearful blade or the blade of ruin in the prophecies? And then Rand says, well, maybe it's because of powerful Sangreal, and it can cause serious destruction, because we've seen what he can do with Sangreal.
Of course.
Makes you go cuckoo bananas again.
Yeah.
And then Min talks about a phrase in the Jendai prophecy that says, and the blade will bind him in twain. Bind him by twain. Sorry, phrasing. And Rand says, well, I know that I have to be in a circle with two women to control it.
Okay,
So that's the
does
whole
twain mean two
Yeah.
other people?
Yeah, it's cut the baby in twain. That's the story.
Oh.
Right?
Well, I don't know Bible stuff.
Yeah.
But okay, I know the
Terrible way to solve problems.
I know the cut the baby in half story.
That's my baby.
I
No,
didn't
that's
know-
my baby.
I didn't know it was twain.
Cut
Okay.
it in twain. It's like, that's a bad solution.
Okay, an old-timey word for twice.
Yeah.
Cut it in two.
Into. Sounds way better.
I'll
though.
take the bottom half.
I'll take twain of those beers, please.
No.
No, okay. Anyways, and then Min says there's another phrase from the Cariathon cycle, and she thinks that Kalendor might be flawed beyond what we already know about, and she thinks that it might make Rand weak somehow or open to attack if he uses it. So it's just good to know.
Okay.
Good to know that we got to be a little bit wary about the whole Kalendor
About
thing.
using it at all.
What's the plan? What are we doing here?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Nynaeve will solve it.
maybe. Well, you said she's one of the two.
Well, not only did I say that,
Yeah.
Rand confirmed that.
Right, he did say that, and she's going, okay?
She better.
No way that's going to get, mucked up anyway.
Never.
It wouldn't happen.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I actually, yeah, okay.
I am perfectly comfortable
Yep.
with saying that that'll go perfect.
Right, except that kind of exactly goes against my prediction that Nynaeve is gonna die killing Moghedien.
Why? It could all happen together.
All at the same time.
Why not?
Kalendor.
Throw them all in there together.
Okay, actually, yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
That's fine with me.
Cool.
Cool.
Glad we could solve that.
Me too.
Okay. All right, we get to Catswin's rooms.
Okay.
Yeah,
So this is like the cherry on the top of this chapter.
right.
Catswain's sitting here talking to an old man with long gray hair and a big nose, and Ituralda's like, "Oh my God, that's the king!"
My liege, you live. It's King Alsalam.
And I was like, wait, what?
Okay, it's pretty good.
I had to rack my brain. I was like, what do I know about this guy? Disappeared.
Yeah.
Weird things were happening.
Yeah. We assumed, we were led to maybe believe that he was in
Grandel
Natron's
had
Barrow.
something to do with something.
Well, because we saw a bunch of his family, like, in Natron's Barrow with him.
I think that I had assumed that he was already dead.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was in there and Rand killed him.
Yeah.
I know Rand thought that. I thought he was just already dead.
Yeah, which was totally reasonable
Uh-huh.
to assume that, because he's been missing for a long time.
Turns out
not.
Aes Sedai
love kidnapping people. I've been saying that for so long. Oh my goodness.
I never believed you.
It's their favorite thing to do. See, I don't always lie about everything.
You
I
lie
told you
about
that at
most
the
things.
beginning. Like right from the get-go. I was like, Aes Sedai love kidnapping people.
The problem is
they
you
love
lie
it so
about
much.
everything else. So
There's so many times they love they're so good at it. It's their favorite thing.
They really love kidnapping people, especially leaders.
Especially, those are the best people to kidnap.
So we know the White Tower collected Matt and Stepaneos to, quote, protect him.
Yeah.
So it's not much of a leap to wonder if they'd also done that with other monarchs.
So anyone else gone missing recently?
And I was like, that is so on the nose that I never would have thought it.
Yeah.
Like, it's too stupid.
And the funny thing is, so the Tower sent the sisters to Eridomen to collect him before traveling.
Months ago.
Yeah, like before traveling really got out.
Before Gateways was even a freaking thing. So they just been
like literally stuck in the winter in the middle of nowhere.
He's trapped.
Yeah, and then Catchwin...
Grandel never had him.
Nope, didn't happen.
Took advantage of this situation though.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah. Because it doesn't matter.
Well, she did though, right? Like
I know, but it's like it doesn't matter if he's functionally dead, missing, or like
no,
it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. So this
caused
worked.
a lot of chaos.
But you know who
Thanks,
does?
Aes Sedai. No, I just have to say, was this Black Aja or was this actual just regular Aes Sedai plotting?
This was just regular Aes Sedai being Aes Sedai.
Are we sure though?
I mean, it really seems.
Are we sure? Because it really seems
Matt
convenient.
and Stepaneos getting kidnapped wasn't a Black Aja thing.
Maybe it was.
That was just Aes Sedai being Aes Sedai.
Honestly, though, I'm
just saying, at this point...
Because Samael... No, listen.
Okay, you could argue that everything's a Black Aja plot.
Actually, it probably is.
Okay.
But, okay, here's my argument.
Okay, go.
Okay, it's my rebuttal time.
Okay, go.
Matt and Stepaneos was kidnapped when Samael was in power in Ilion.
Yeah.
So, potentially, a Dark Friend plot to get Samael into power.
Sure.
Now, this guy, I don't even know his name.
Al-Salam. Yeah.
Kidnapped and conveniently makes a path for Grandal to be sowing all sorts of power seeds.
That's a fair point.
Nah, this is totally Black Aja. Like, I don't know if Aes Sedai love kidnapping people, but they certainly go along with the plan.
You know what? I was going to say both Black Aja and Aes Sedai can both love kidnapping people. Yeah. And considering like 35% of Aes Sedai are Black Aja.
Because it was Elviaran who wanted Rand kidnapped.
Yeah.
And that's Black Aja plot.
Yeah.
I think it's all Black Aja plot.
I think they all love kidnapping people.
I think you're right, but I also think I'm right.
We can both be right.
Two things can be true at once.
That's true. Okay.
I like that.
That's a third thing. That's great. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay. Do you like my points though?
Yeah. No, I like it. I'm not going to argue that it was totally just like good guy people. I would argue that everything is influenced by Dark Friends at some level.
Okay. That's a great argument. Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a shame they're probably not going to win. They're really trying really hard.
You mean the good guys, right? Or the Dark Friends?
No, the bad guys.
Oh, you think, okay.
The bad guys are trying so hard.
They are really putting in a lot of effort.
Like, they put in so much effort with their planning and their scheming and, trying to take over the world.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a shame.
A little bit.
Too bad, hey? They really try so hard. Mm-hmm. I think the good guys are trying hard too, but, like, not as hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Ituralda's like, oh, fuck, that's the king.
Yeah, that's good. That's the end of the chapter.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
And now for next episode, you get one chapter.
Okay.
One at a time here.
You know.
We're going through it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I also saw on your announcement list that we're going to have a guest.
Yeah.
You going to tell me who it is?
No, it's none of your business.
It feels like it's some of my business.
Okay, yeah.
Is it an in-person guest?
It is.
Okay, I guess I can guess
it can only be you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but not next time. That's the time after?
Correct.
Okay, and then we also need to figure out some show stuff, I think.
Yes. Yes,
because
we do.
The third season's going to come out soon.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we'll plan our lives.
Sure. I sure hope so. Someone should.
Okay. That's true. Well, before you go ahead and thwart another dark friend plot, I'm going to say that this is part of the pattern now.
Yeah, it's part of the pattern.
Hey, thanks so much for sticking around. That's the end of another fun episode. The Wheel Weaves is hosted and edited by Dani and Brett, and produced by Dani and Brett, with Passion Socks, Cody Fouts, Benjamin, Jamie Young, Megan, Jared Berg, Ricky Morissette, Adam, Mozyme, Michelle Forbes, MKM, Antoine Benoit, Lawrence Bradley, Colby T, Gabby Young, Rycat, Zane Sayaka, Matrix, Truss, The Albatross, Bratimus Prime, and Sarah Creech. With music by Audionautics. Now, everyone, please be sure to go check out our Patreon page if you are interested in supporting us and the podcast. We'd love to send you some Patreon-exclusive merchandise as a thank you, plus you'll gain access to our episodes earlier than everyone else. And, at the time of recording, we have almost 50 bonus episodes for your listening pleasure. Find all that and more at patreon.com/thewheelweavespodcast. As always, please be sure to give us a 5-star review because it really does make a huge difference in helping other people find us. And be sure to tell a friend, Riyadh, because referrals really are the best compliment. For general information about our show, like how to send us shot glasses, how to join our Discord, and how to get in touch with us, visit thewheelweavespodcast.com. Thanks again for listening. This really is part of the pattern now.
Happy New Year from Minky Couture. Cozy up this winter with the ultimate in comfort and style. Our original Minky blankets. Whether you're relaxing at home, enjoying a movie night, or simply staying warm on those chilly nights, Minky Couture has you covered. Literally. Choose from our wide selection of luxurious designs, colors, and sizes. Perfect for everyone in the family. Celebrate the season in warmth and comfort. Visit minkycouture.com or stop by your nearest Minky Couture store today. Minky Couture, blanketing the world in warmth and love.